Hi everyone, it's Christy. Today I'm praying for you for the times when you feel ungrateful. Each of us goes through times where we feel ungrateful. Times where we feel like life is just giving us less and less and less. And in those times, sometimes it's easy to be grateful less and less and less. And so, what do we do about those times, and how can we pray for you during those times? So today I'm going to look at one of the minor prophets. You probably, like most of us, don't spend enough time reading the minor prophets, but there's some real gems in there. So today we're going to look at Habakkuk chapter 3 verses 17 and 18. And it begins, "Even though the fig trees have no blossoms and there are no grapes on the vines, even though the olive crop fails and the fields lie empty and barren, even though the flocks die in the fields and the cattle barns are empty, yet I will rejoice in the Lord. I will be joyful in the God of my salvation." So the prophet is talking about some pretty lean times. There's not a lot of food, the crops are dying, the flocks are dying, the cattle barns are empty, there's no grapes, no figs, nothing. So in these lean times, you would think he might be complaining, he might be asking God, where's the abundance? What thought you promised abundant life, God. And it's easy to kind of, maybe get an attitude with God. Guilty, okay. But in this case, the prophet said, even though times are bad, I will rejoice in the Lord. I will be joyful in the God of my salvation. So, just because it's lean times and things are getting, smaller and smaller and less, or costing more and more, or whatever the case may be, we can still rejoice in the Lord, because even when we have nothing, we still have God. So you can always be grateful for that. And we can even be thankful for all the little things, even if there's less than we used to have. If you have one egg, you can be grateful for one egg. And, I'm not going to belabor the point. We all know what it feels like to be ungrateful, to be a complainer, to complain to God, and to, I'm not going to belabor the point because we all know what that feels like. But I do want to pray for you because I know how it feels, and so I want to pray that you would, get through these times of feeling ungrateful, as we all feel ungrateful at times. Okay, Lord, thank you that even when we have nothing else, we still have you. And even if we can be grateful for nothing else, we can still be grateful for you. And even if we have very little, we can be grateful for the little we have. Lord, I pray that you would change our perspectives so that we can see how much we truly do have that you've given us. Not just in physical, material blessings, but in our spiritual blessings. What you've done for us on the cross, what you've provided for us in heaven, what you've made possible, the change in our hearts and our lives. Let us be thankful for the immaterial things in our lives that you have blessed us with. So Lord, that you would not just change our perspectives, that you would deep down change our attitudes so that we can be renewed in how we look at life, so that we can, instead of being complainers, instead of feeling like God isn't blessing, that you aren't blessing us, that we can feel grateful, genuinely, truly grateful, and content with what we have. Lord, change our hearts, our perspectives, our attitudes. Give us a new heart and mind to see things from your perspective and not merely our own limited perspective. I pray that you would cause gratitude, even right at this instant, to begin welling up in our hearts, so that we can be thankful and grateful for all the many blessings you have given us. We ask these things in your name. Amen. All right, guys, thanks for listening. God bless you, grace be with you, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.